कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा जय गिरिवर धारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा जय गिरिवर धारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी। श्री श्री राधा माधव जी की, श्री श्री कुंज बिहारी जी की, श्री श्री कृष्ण बलराम जी की, श्री राधा संदलिता विशाखा देवी जी की, श्री श्री गौर नित्याय जी की, शिला प्रभुपाद की, शिला गुरुदेव की, नित्याय गौ प्रेमानंदे। हरि हरि बोल। हरे कृष्णा। प्रभु जी माता जी बहुत बहुत स्वागत। आज टुडेज श्रीमद् भगवद गीता चैप्टर 9 वर्स नंबर 9। Krishna is speaking, giving wonderful instructions to Arjuna, and we are in the middle of most confidential knowledge. So we'll go to the pages of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, which is non-different from Krishna. There is no identical difference between Bhagavad Gita and Krishna himself. So before touching Srimad Bhagavad Gita, let us pay our obeisances all to Vaishnavas, Acharyas, Guru Parampara, and Personality of Godhead in the form of Mangalacharan. Let us chant the Mangalacharan, then we'll go into the pages of Bhagavad Gita. Om Ajnantimirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurnamilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादां च सैगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Hare Krishna. So, chapter 9, verse number 9. Na cha mam tāni karmāṇi nibadhnanti dhanañjaya udāsīna-vat āsīnam asaktam teṣu karmasu न च मां तानि कर्माणि निबध्नन्ति धनञ्जया udāsīna-vat āsīnam asaktam teṣu karmasu न च मां तानि कर्माणि निबध्नन्ति धनञ्जया udāsīna-vat āsīnam asaktam teṣu karmasu na ca mam tāni karmāṇi nibadhnanti dhanañjaya udāsīna-vat āsīnam asaktam teṣu karmasu. Hare Krishna, please listen. Na ca mam tāni karmāṇi nibadhnanti dhanam-jaya udāsīna-vat āsīnam asaktam teṣu karmasu na ca mam tāni karmāṇi nibadhnanti dhanam-jaya udāsīna-vat āsīnam asaktam teṣu karmasu na ca mam tāni karmāṇi nibadhnanti dhanam-jaya udāsīna-vat āsīnam asaktam teṣu karmasu. Hare Krishna. Na, never, cha, also, mam, me, tāni, all those, karmāṇi, activities, nibadhnanti, bind, Dhanañjaya, O conqueror of riches, udāsīna-vat, as neutral, āsīnam, situated, asaktam, without attraction, teṣu, for those, karmasu, activities. Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. O Dhanañjaya, all this work cannot bind me. I am ever detached from all these material activities, seated as though neutral. Please repeat. O Dhanañjaya, all this work cannot bind me. I am ever detached from all these material activities, seated as though neutral. Please hear the purport. One should not think in this connection that Supreme Personality of Godhead has no engagement. In his spiritual world, he is always engaged. In Brahma-saṁhitā, in 5.6, it is stated, ātmārāmasya tasyāsti prakṛtyā samāgamaḥ. He is always involved in his eternal blissful spiritual activities, but he has nothing to do with these material activities. Material activities are being carried on by his different potencies. The Lord is always neutral in the material activities of the created world. This neutrality is mentioned here with the word udāsīna-vat. Although he has control over every minute detail of material activities, he is sitting as if neutral. The example can be given of a high court judge sitting on his bench. By his order, so many things are happening. Someone is being hanged, someone is being put into jail, someone is awarded as a huge amount of wealth, but still he is neutral. He has nothing to do with all that gain and loss. Similarly, the Lord is always neutral. Although he has his hand in every sphere of activity, in Vedānta-sūtra 2.134 is stated, vaiṣamya-nairghṛṇye, he is not situated in the dualities of this material world. He is transcendental to these dualities, nor is he attached to the creation and annihilation of this material world. The living entities take their different forms in the various species of life according to their past deeds, and the Lord doesn't interfere with them. Srila Prabhupada ki. Hare Krishna. Welcome to the today's session of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Very wonderful verse, instructions given to Arjuna by Krishna. In this particular chapter, if we see the most confidential knowledge, he starts with the first verse. Idam tute goyyatamam prakṛtyā jnanam vijnanam sahitam yad gyatva mucchai sabhat. Imam tute goyyatamam. I am going to give you the most confidential knowledge. Goyyatamam. Not goyya, not gohyatar, but gohyatam. There are three kinds of knowledge. Gohya, gohyatar and gohyatamam. And he is saying jnanam vijnanam sahitam. So difference between jnana and vijnana, something we learn in the classes of physics, chemistry or biology, theory. Theory cannot be assimilated unless we have practical done. So practical is done for that purpose. So Krishna is saying, don't think I am going to give you only theory, I am going to give you the practical also. And there are many examples when he speaks with the practical behind them. Practicality of application of those principles which he is speaking behind all those theories. So next question comes, whatever this gohyatamam knowledge you are going to give me, is going to be difficult, is going to be troublesome? Krishna says no. Susukam kartum abhyam. So what I am going to give you, it is Raj Vidya Raj Guhyam. Pavitram Dutamam. Susukam kartum abhyam. What is this? This is done with the sukha or happiness, pleasant, bliss. It is not something which gives you klesha. In 12th chapter when we go, he will going to tell in 12.5, klesho adriktesam. If you go after the principles of Mayavad or the impersonalism, all those are full of klesas, miseries. But this is susukam kartum abhyam. But there are unfortunate people who do not want this kind of knowledge, asraddhana, and they have to continue their journey through these 84 lakhs of yonis. Now in this verse he is saying that all those activities, so what are those activities which doesn't bind Krishna? Right? So we have to go through those activities. He is telling, what is telling? Maya tadam idam saram jagat avyakta murtina matistani sarvbhutani nachaham teṣu vasthitaha. That there are two forms of Krishna, unmanifested and manifested. In the unmanifested form, the entire universe is pervaded by Krishna in unmanifested form. And all beings in me, but I am not in them. Very confusing. Krishna is saying, in the entire unmanifested form, everything, whatever entire universe is pervaded by him. Then he says, all beings are in me, but I am not in them. So he will give the example. Now this is theory, so practical he will tell in 6th verse. Then 5th verse he says, na cha mamdastani bhutani pasyamya yogameswaram bhutbrana cha bhutasto mamatma bhuta bhavanaha. Everything whatever is created does not rest in me. Behold my mystique opulence, although I am the maintainer of all the living entities, and although I am everywhere, all pervading, I am not part of this cosmic manifestation. For myself is the very source of creation. Now to understand this, like we have a king. So whatever is happening in the state or the kingdom, ultimately origin coming from the king. He sets all the rules, He has all his power, army, whatever is there. But everywhere, although indirectly king is there, but directly king is not present in every situation. You go to any court, whose order is being followed? King's order are being followed. But king is not present there. So indirectly he is over there. Then he says the example, Yatha agastu nityam vayu sarvatrago mahan, tatha sarvani bhutani matarastip dharaya. He gives the example of air. As the mighty wind blowing everywhere rests always in the sky. Very nice example Krishna is giving. So the wind is, which is a very mighty wind, is blowing everywhere. It is ultimately resting on the sky. But sky is not affected by this wind. Then he speaks 7 and 8 verse about the whole creation. He says, Sarvbhutani konte prakṛtyam yanti māmikam kalpche prusthani kalpadyo vaiṣamya-nairghṛṇye. That whenever end of millennium, all material manifestations are enter into his nature, and at beginning of another millennium, by potency I create them. Very clear. Now he is saying 8th verse, prakṛtyam asvastvaya pravisam punah bhutam gramam krishnam avasam prakṛtyā vasat. Like a helpless situation, Whole cosmic order is under me. Under my will, it is automatically manifested again and again. And under my will, it is annihilated again and again. All these activities Krishna is telling to Arjuna. Now he says, all these activities doesn't bind me. In whole universe or creation, it means there is no activity defined for Krishna. Yes. Which activities? Material activities. There is no material activities which is assigned for Krishna. Whereas for us jivas, in 3.5 what Krishna says, Nahi kacchanampapi jatu tiṣati karmakṛt karidvasa karma sarva prakṛtyā gunaihi. Nahi kacchin chhanamapi. For a moment, one who has taken the material body can remain without any activity. Person, whatever body we have, continuously we have to do something. Now, question comes, we sleep, right? There is no action at that time. At that time also, our subtle mind is engaged. We see dreams. When we sleep, there is certain activities definitely going on. Breathing is going on. We are doing some activity. And somebody says, okay, I will lock myself in a room. Nothing to do for me. But still, bodily activities must be performed. In Karma Yoga, when Krishna speaks in 3rd chapter, 3.22, he says, Name parthasti kartavyam teṣu lokesu kinchana nanvaptam vaptavyam vart evcha karmāṇi. He is addressing Krishna as Parth. Because Krishna loves this word most, Parth. Even more than Konte, he loves that word. When he is talking about Parth, that means how many times in Bhagavad Gita he spoke of Parth? 38 times. 38 times he spoke as he used the word Parth. Konte used 24 times. He is saying, Name parthasi kartavyam. In whole creation of 3 words, there is no activity prescribed to me within all the 3 planetary systems. Yet, next step is saying, nor I am want of anything. Who will do the actions? When you want something. Otherwise you will sit idle. So I have nothing to gain from this material world or whatever is there. I have nothing to gain. Nor I have a need to obtain anything. This is the very secret formula Krishna is giving over here. In our life, even day-to-day life, Prabhuji Mataji, by providence we get something. And we want something else. But whatever is given to us by providence, if we follow this formula, that means whatever I have, it is sufficient for me. Whatever I don't have, I don't want it. It's not required for me. Because if it was necessary for me, Krishna will arrange for that. Basic principle. To be udāsīn in this material world, if we want to be engaged continuously with devotional service, we should not hanker for anything which is not with us. Whatever we need, Krishna has provided. Whatever is not provided, we don't need. This is the principle. Krishna is saying, there is nothing to be gained from me in this world, the three planetary systems, nor I am want of anything. So, yet I am engaged in the prescribed duties. How? Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport of this word, very deep message. Since everything is in full opulence in the personality of Godhead and is existing in full truth, there is no duty for the Supreme Personality of Godhead to perform. One who must receive the result of work has some designated duty. That means, whenever we have a duty, that means we must receive something against that duty, in lieu of that duty. But one who has nothing to achieve within the three planetary system certainly has no duty. So if you take this principle and apply in the life, that whatever by providence is coming to me, good for me. Whatever is not there, I am not hankering for this. That means there is no prescribed duty. In Ishopanishad, when the first mantra is Ishopanishad, Isāvāsyam jagat-jagat-yam jagat. So what is given there? The Lord has always assigned whatever we need to get when come to this world, our share is fixed. If we hanker for more, we are called thief. If we are happy with that, then there is no prescribed duty. Prabhupada is writing clearly. And yet, Lord Krishna is engaged on the battlefield of Kurukshetra as the leader of Kshatriyas, because Kshatriyas are duty bound to give protection to the distressed. Now, to understand this philosophy, we have to see some example. Very nice pastime is there of Durvasa Muni. Maybe you have heard. Once Durvasa Muni came to Vrindavan. Krishna used to go to meet gopis every day, and that day it became almost middle of the night and Krishna is not there. All the gopis are very much concerned that why Krishna has not come today. When he arrived, he said, why he got so late today? Krishna told, my guru has come. Oh, you have a guru also? Yes. Who has come? Durvasa Muni. These gopis have heard the boon given by Durvasa Muni to Radharani. They have heard that boon. What was the boon? When Radharani served Durvasa Muni in her father's house and he gave her very nice kheer. So Durvasa Muni is very happy. He gave a boon that whatever for whom she will cook, he will be the long life, always victorious, all that he told. So gopis thought their life and soul is Krishna. And to get Krishna, blessings are required. So they thought, let us take the blessings of Durvasa Muni. So gopis told Krishna, Krishna, we want to go and serve Durvasa Muni. Okay, do serve. Go and serve them. Serve him. So within no time, gopis prepared huge amount of food mentally offered to Krishna, and they put on the basket, went to the bank of Yamuna. Because Durvasa Muni was staying other side of the Yamuna. And Yamuna was full up to the bank. There is no way to cross. They asked Krishna, how do we go? He said, there is a solution I can give you if you believe. Okay, give you the solution. Solution is, just tell Yamuna Maya, Krishna is Akhanda Brahmachari. Give us the way. Gopi was thinking, Krishna is meeting us every day and he is saying Akhanda Brahmachari, but they have a full faith in Krishna. They simply went to the river, Yamuna Maya, and said, oh Yamuna Maya, if Krishna is Akhanda Brahmachari, give us the way. Immediately, Yamuna became two parts and they got a clear way. Went to other side of Yamuna river. Durvasa Muni was sitting very nicely, and gopis went there. You know what is the meaning of Durvasa? By the name Durvasa? No. There is a Durva grass which we use in the puja, Durva grass, right? He is sustained only on the juice of Durva grass. Whatever story we hear, he went to forest to tell Pandavas that I want to eat prasadam with you. But he is basically sustaining only on Durva grass. We'll see the past time of the story. So gopis went, they said, okay, now we want to serve you. We have this food brought for you. Durvasa said, I am very tired. I will not touch anything. If you want to feed me, I am opening my mouth and feed me. Gopis started feeding him. For their surprise, they made tons of the food, bhoga, prasadam. And Durvasa Muni, without even this thing, he ate everything. And there was no impact on him. He finished. There was nothing left. And gopis thought, it's already so late in the night, we have to go home also. Let's go back. And they were expecting the Yamuna Maya will be again in two parts. We came back, we could go back. To their surprise, Yamuna Maya still was flowing full. There was no way to go back. They came back to Durvasa Muni. Said, receiver, we have to go and there is no way to go. So how do we go? Okay, no problem. Tell Yamuna, Durvasa fasted today. He did not eat anything. Fasted today. Gopi is thinking, we just fed you tons of the prasadam and you are saying fasted today. But the quality is believing in the words of elders, Supreme Personality of Godhead, devotees. You must believe those words. So they believed that word, came to Yamuna Maya and said, Durvasa Muni fasted today, please give us the way. To their surprise, again Yamuna Maya explained it too. They got the way. They went to Krishna. Once they went to Krishna, the first thing they asked Krishna, Krishna, this mystery we cannot understand. You are telling, you are Akhanda Brahmachari. Durvasa Muni, we fed just now. He is saying, he is fasting. And both are true because Yamuna Maya followed that. So we want to understand this philosophy behind that. Krishna has given this philosophy in Bhagavad Gita. In 5th chapter, 10th verse, Brahmani adhaya karmāṇi sangam tattva karotya lippate sre papene padam patram yamambasa. He is telling, one who performs his duty without attachment. There are prescribed duties. But you perform those duties without attachment, surrendering the result unto the Supreme Lord is unaffected by any reaction, whether sinful or good reaction. Action is called, duty is performed if without attachment, without thinking of results at all, as if you are not doing your duty. Durvasa Muni was accepting, but he was not enjoying that as so much prasadam has come. He was accepting and giving the result to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Similarly, when Krishna meets gopis, his focus is to how to give the pleasure to gopis, not to take the pleasure. Similarly, when we do some actions, we go to office, right? Or we go to factory, whatever work we do. If we are not attached to the results of those things, that's why Krishna says, karmāṇi-vādika raste ma phalesu kadachana. 2.47, very famous verse. That if you do any activity without even thinking of the result, your duty, you should be doing your duty without thinking of the result. Then it becomes udāsīna-vat. Prabhupada gave the example of High Court judge, right? What is the example of High Court judge? By his order, somebody is hanged, somebody is giving money, lot of money, somebody is put into jail. Different actions are going on, but he is sitting udāsīna-vat. We have many examples of like that. You go to bank, right? In bank, somebody comes, brings the hard cash 50 lakhs, 1 crore, right? He will give to the teller. Oh, so much money has come today to me. Who is receiving that money? Teller. That person receiving the money. But he is not attached to money. You go give a check and he gives you the money. So that money neither he is receiving nor he is giving. He is just a medium for the bank. Similarly, in this world, three-planetary system, if we act like a teller, whatever activities we are doing, they should be performed without even thinking of the result. And simply, whatever result will come. Don't think the result will not come. If you don't think of the result definitely will come. That result, as Krishna says in 5.10, we should offer to Supreme Personality of Godhead. See, Arjuna is called here as, in this verse, Dhanañjaya. How did he got the name of Dhanañjaya? Dhanañjaya means who is the conqueror of wealth. When Maharaj Parikshit was doing Rajasuya Yajna, in Rajasuya Yajna, everything has to be gold. Everything. And huge amount of gold was required. Yudhishthira Maharaj didn't have that gold. Question came, how to arrange that gold? Then Krishna told. There was a king Maruta in Satyuga. He used to perform continuously number of yajnas. In all those yajnas, he will do even the feeding the Brahmanas. They will be fed not on this pattal we have, the leaf plates, golden spoon, gold glass, everything of gold. And he will feed them so much charity he will give separate, apart from this. So those Brahmanas, when they were going their homes, they used to throw those golden plates, golden bowl, everything over there. For the continuation of this happening, there was a big, huge mountain of gold. So Krishna told Arjuna, you go there and bring that gold. Arjuna went and conquered all that gold, whatever is needed. What he did? He didn't bring all the gold. He brought only whatever is necessary. He brought that gold and gave it to Yudhishthira Maharaj in the treasury to perform the Rajasuya Yajna. Why I am taking this? As a devotee, Arjuna is called by Krishna as Bhakto Asi me Sakha Cheti in 4.3. So, Arjuna is so much, as a conqueror of the wealth, so much power he has with this Gandhi that he could defeat single-handedly all the Kauravas, including Bhishma, Karna, everybody in the battle of Virat. Battle of Virat, not Kurukshetra. Still, Arjuna is completely surrendered to Krishna. So, having all these things, still he is a Virakta. So, he is completely, being even Dhanañjaya, he is completely surrendered to Krishna. See this, in this material world, generally materialistic people, what they think of first thing? Money, right? Lakshmi they think. Mata Lakshmi favor is sought by even demigods, even Brahma. The proof is when Parikshit Maharaj goes to see his kingdom and he is meeting Kali over there, in that pastime, when he sees the Dharma in the form of a bull, 3 legs are broken, he is standing only on 1 leg, and Mother Earth in the form of a cow sees very skinny body, tears flowing from the eyes, and there is a discussion between the Dharma and Mother Earth. In that word, 1, 16, 32 and 33, Mother Earth is speaking to Dharma. She is saying, Lakshmi ji, the goddess of fortune, whose glance of grace was sought by demigods like Brahma. So, Lakshmi ji is sought after by each and every person, for whom they surrendered many a day unto the personality of Godhead, gave up her own abode. But what Lakshmi ji is doing? She gave up her own abode in the forest of lotus flowers and engaged herself in the service of the lotus feet of the Lord. And Lord is still unattached. Lakshmi's favor is being sought by each and everyone. And Lakshmi wants the favor of Lord. But Lord is unattached. When we say Sri Bhagavanu Vacha, in Sri Bhagavanu Vacha we have 6 opulences. What are those 6 opulences? You have fame, beauty, knowledge, wealth, that is done. Power, strength, and last is the renunciation. Even having all these, he is completely renunciate. That is the udāsīna-vat āsīnam. Prabhupada ji writes in the purport of this 1, 16, 32 and 33, there is nothing in the world with which Lord is disconnected. Very deep meaning. There is nothing in the world with which Lord is disconnected. That means Lord is connected to each and everything. That is why I say aham sarvasya prabhavo in 10.8. Everything is coming from me. The only thing we must learn is to excavate the source of connection. First thing, principle, very clear. Lord is connected to each and everything. Right? So what is to be done? We have to excavate the source of connection and thus be linked with him by offenseless service. So 2 actions. First we find the source of connection and then we do offenseless service. We can be connected with him by translated sound representation of the Lord. So now he is giving the source. What is the source of connection? Sound representation of the Lord. And what is the sound representation of the Lord? Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam. And sound repetition, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. This is the sound representation, all these things. through this medium, we can get connected to the Lord. But this is not enough, Prabhuji Mataji. What is required next? Next is required, do the unattached, is saying, we can be connected with Him, transcendental sound represented with the Lord. The holy name of the Lord and Lord Himself are identical. And one who chants the holy name of the Lord in an offenseless manner can be at once realized that Lord is present before him. So formula Prabhupada ji has given. You want to see Krishna before you? This is the formula. Go to the purport, read it, meditate on it, apply it. See, when we talk of udāsīna, again jnanam vijnanam sahitam, right? So Krishna in the beginning of Bhagavad Gita itself gives the example. What is that example? Anybody remembers? Matra aspasto kontaya sitosh dugda agunitya tantriksa bharata. These dualities, whatever is there, dualities means happiness, distress, cold, summer, winter. All these dualities be situated, he is saying that they are all not permanent. Summer will come, it will go, winter will come. When summer comes, we didn't go and ask summer come. We didn't do the welcoming for the summer. We simply, the seasons keep on coming. So the same way, what you should do, you should be behaving like that in your day-to-day life. And this yoga, which he is talking about, this is basically yoga. So he says in 2.48, Yogastha kur karmāṇi sangam tattva dhanam-jaya. Again dhanam-jaya word is coming. Yogastha kur karmāṇi sangam tattva dhanam-jaya. Siddhi asiddhyo samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchayate. When you are doing some actions, you may get favorable or unfavorable result. Generally what happens? When favorable result comes, we have become very happy. Unfavorable result comes, we lament. What should happen? Result is not ours. Result is Krishna's. So there is no question for us to be happy or lament. Siddhi asada samabhutva. We should be basically equipoised. When we become equipoised, there is no question of distress or happiness in our life. Then you will say, if we become equipoised, there is no happiness, no distress, so why are we living? Right? Our goal is not happiness or distress. Our goal is service and connection, like we saw in the previous purport by Prabhupada. So we have this connection and we have service, offenseless service, that is our goal, not the... Otherwise what will happen? All these actions will bind us. Krishna says they don't bind me, but they bind us. Why they bind us? Because we are looking for the result. That's why they bind us. We should be whatever is happening, udāsīna. In 6.9, now we are talking 9.9. 6.9 of Bhagavad Gita is telling, Suran mitra udāsīna, madhya teṣu bandhusu, sadhusu picha papesu sambuddhir vishishyate. That person is considered still further advanced. He has talked up to 6.8 before. Person is considered still advanced when he regards honest well-wishers, affectionate benedictors, the neutral, the meditators, envious, friends and enemies. Whether it's enemy, friend, your well-wisher, or he's cursing you, in all these situations, pious and sinner, you consider with an equal mind. You don't think anything about them. Prabhuji Mataji is very deep meaning. the actions are binding us, right? But formula is given by Krishna. Very nice formula is Krishna is giving us. In 9.27 and 28. What 9.27 says? 9.27 is saying, Yat karosi yat nasi yat jahosi dasiyat yat tapasyasi kaunteya satruse madarpanam. Simple formula is giving Krishna. He is saying, Yat karosi, whatever you do, Yat asnasi, whatever you eat, and Yat jahosi, whatever pious activities you do, or you give the charities, Yat tapasyasi, whatever penances you are doing, Tat krusya madarpanam. You do offering results to me. Okay, fine, we will do like that. What will happen? What will happen? Next he says, Subh asubh phalerevam. Result is, Subh asubh phalerevam mokshe se karma bandhanai. Sanyayuktama vimukto mam upasyasi. By your actions, only two results will come. Good or bad. So whatever result come, if you are doing actions for me, offering result to me, so that result, whether it is good or bad, will come to Krishna, not to us. And you will be liberated from the, get rid of your karam bandhana. Actions, binding actions, you will get liberated from that. Then what will happen? Sannyas yuktatma. When your mind is fixed in me, in this principle of renunciation, you will be liberated and come to me. What do we want? We want this. So everywhere in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, many formulas are there. All these formulas which we have, if we hear, meditate, and try to apply in the life, the simple way, Krishna says, Ananya chinto mama jana parupasate, no. Ananya cheta satam yo, yomasmrita, tasyaham sulbha partha nitya yuktasya yogina, 8.14. Tasyaham sulbha partha. Parth, attaining me is not difficult, very simple. Simple formula given, 9.27-28, Prabhuji Mataji. What more we want? So if this thing is there, today is, I think today, Manvilpuri is, correct? Today is the appearance day, right? Appearance day? Disappearance day. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, very nice thing is given. Let me find where it is. This is Madhya Leela, 4th chapter and verse number 179. Param virakta moni sarvatra udāsīna gramya vrata bhaye dutya sanghīna. Meaning is param virakt. Mandirpuri is param virakt, completely attached. Param virakt, virakt nahi, param virakt. Sri Madhavendra Puri used to remain alone. He was completely renounced, param virakt, and always mauny, very silent. He was uninterested in everything material. You cannot say I'll be interestless or desireless. You cannot be. Because desire, interest is created by Krishna. So we have to have that. But we should not have material. We should have a spiritual desire, a spiritual interest. He was uninterested in everything material. And for the fear of talking about mundane things, he always lived without a companion. Alone. What does it mean, Prabhuji Mataji? How do we stay alone? The inner meaning of this alone is we should be aloof from the materialistic persons. Like-minded, devotee sangha must be there. Manvanpuri, when he ran from the after eating the that kheer from Kheer Chora, then he ran from that place because he considered if he stays a moment more over there, the fame will spread like a wildfire and people will come to him. So he wanted to remain alone. Same way, when Krishna is saying in this particular verse that udāsīna-vat āsīnam, so we have to be neutral, and in that situation, udāsīna-vat, then definitely there is a door open for us for going back to Godhead, Golok Dham. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Srila Gurudev ki, Nityai Gaur Premanande. Hare Hare Bol. Prabhuji, we have 2 minutes. If any questions or any comments is there, all are welcome. Any realization? Nothing. Hare Krishna.
Right.